What's going on, guys? Unknown Player here, and today, once again, we're going to be rounding up and discussing a bunch of the latest news coming out for Destiny 2. Make sure you stick around till the end of this video, because I've got a really cool surprise that you guys are definitely going to want to see. So first off, let's go over a bunch of really good news that came officially from Bungie today in their latest blog post. The cover image was of that warlock with those exotic gold wings. Really love that chest piece. But in the blog post, there was a lot of good news and really cool announcements the community's been asking for. So they essentially released some patch notes of the latest changes they've made to the Destiny 2 build, and especially the beta, which can be going live on the PC, of course, on the 28th of this month later on. So firstly, skill-based matchmaking. They've actually reduced it slightly in quick play and increased it in competitive. So exactly what everyone was asking for. It doesn't need to be that present in quick play, which is supposed to be a low-intensity casual mode. And competitive obviously needs skill-based matchmaking. It needs to be more high skill and definitely more competitive. So they've basically done what everyone has been asking for. So inside quick play, the matchmaking times are going to be a little bit quicker because it's going to be less emphasizing on skill. They've also increased the duration on some modes, like control has been extended from 75 points to win to 100 points to win to allow more time to get your supers. So that's definitely one fix to it. And they've also decreased the supercharge rate as a whole, which we'll get into in a second. So inside competitive, matches are going to take a little bit longer to get into because they're going to be trying to find people closer to your skill level. And they've also improved the way they calculate your skill level as a whole. So really happy with this personally. I think it's definitely a right change. And let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. So moving along the patch notes, they have fixed the infinite super glitch, obviously, which was definitely a very obvious bug, but that's now been fixed, so you won't be able to do that anymore. Unfortunately, it was a lot of fun. Probably the most fun I had in the beta, but the infinite super glitch in all three classes will no longer be possible. Now, they've fixed two more bugs for the Warlock specifically, the glide and also infinite grenades glitch. Definitely two big exploits, so those have now been patched. They've also fixed the Warlock's melee range, so it's now equal to all the other classes, which was something they were supposed to do initially, but for some reason in the beta, it wasn't the case. Warlock still had longer melee range, but now they're going to be the same as the Titan and Hunter. They have also, of course, globally reduced the time it takes to charge your super, so both Crucible and PvE, you're going to get your super a little bit quicker. They've increased the grenade damage in PvE because they thought those were a bit too weak as well. And they finally increased the power ammo drops in PvE. So those are a bunch of changes and patch notes for the recent beta. Of course, let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comment section, but I'm really happy about this. A lot of very good changes. So next up, I wanted to talk about vehicles in Destiny 2 and give my thoughts on something I saw quite a lot being speculated about. So one thing I saw in my comments and being tweeted at me literally hundreds of times since the beta launch is that the inventory screen, it says vehicles, not sparrows. And this could mean we have access to more vehicles than just sparrows in Destiny 2. Now, while this would be cool and it is still possible, I think a lot of people forget that in Destiny 1, it also said vehicles right here. It's the exact same text, so nothing has been changed, unfortunately. So this doesn't completely rule out the idea that Bungie might have added something more than just sparrows in the vehicle slot. In the beta, in the farm, these orange things were placed literally everywhere next to sparrows as well. So this could be Bungie hinting at these personal vehicles also being available. It is a very weird looking thing, not sure what purpose it would serve other than looking and sounding different. But unless it can fly or be a boat as well, I'm not really too sure what its purpose would be. Now, the good news is that we do already know a bunch of really cool vehicles that are in Destiny 2. I'll touch on these in a video a while back, but as a reminder, these huge tanks are going to be drivable. They've got massive cannons on the front like this one. There's also this tractor thing, which doesn't appear to have weapons, but looks to be used as like a battering ram to just smash hive stuff apart. But Bungie confirmed that only one person can drive these at a time, and these won't be personal vehicles, so not like sparrows. And it seems like they'll be spawning in certain missions and strikes, and hopefully patrol mode as well. And you can see a Guardian ship actually dropping this tank down, so expect to see these things quite a lot in PvE. Now, on the topic of vehicles, even more bonus digital content was leaked recently. This is a Cabal-themed sparrow called the Athena Victorious. So you get this if you're part of Virgin Media Broadband, which is one of the biggest internet providers here in the UK. Once again, this was leaked before the actual announcement of it, so we don't have many details just yet. But you can add this to the list of the 60 billion pieces of digital content you can get for Destiny 2. So just when you think you've seen every kind of Destiny 2 product, we have even more from Numskull, which is a gaming merchandise website. They've got Destiny 2 themed ice cube trays, Destiny Christmas decorations, a Traveler stress ball, and even some Destiny themed scented candles. I'm not making this up. But more interestingly, they listed what they call faction fridge magnets, which caused a lot of speculation that the Red Legion itself might be a faction in Destiny 2, like how we have House of Judgment in Destiny 1. The description talks about deciding which faction you belong to, pledging your allegiance to either Dead Orbit, New Monarchy, Red Legion, or the Future War Cult. So this did lead a lot of people to speculate the Red Legion could be a faction in Destiny 2, but it looks like this may have just been a mistake on the store's behalf. They've since changed their description and taken out the Red Legion when talking about pledging your allegiance. So as you can see, it now only mentions the 3 actual factions. So I do believe this was a misprint. They probably don't know exactly what a faction is and listed the Red Legion, because they technically are a faction, but just for the Cabal instead. But if you think about it logically, it makes literally 0 sense why the Red Legion would be a faction we can join. It's the name of Ghaul's personal army, so you can't just join them. It would be called something different like the House of Judgment is, but there you go, just clearing up another false rumor. The website changed their description to only mention the 3 real factions, and it is completely possible we could see something like an enemy group to rank up, but it's definitely not going to be the Red Legion because they're literally the main enemy of Destiny 2. They're the bad guys trying to invade our city, so that is definitely not going to be happening. So I also want to clarify on some things that were being brought up in the latest trailer for Destiny 2, mainly the damage numbers. I saw a lot of confusion, people asking why the damage numbers so high, the time to kill seems drastically quicker, and there's even a clip of someone getting a one-shot kill to the body with a sniper rifle. So a lot of people were confused, and some people were even celebrating that the time to kill has been reduced. So that is unfortunately not the case. So what you see in this trailer is nothing like what the full game's going to be like. They've not changed the time to kill. So this is just for the trailer. They make all the damage way higher to make it look better, more quick and fast paced. It is a bit weird for them to do that because it doesn't really represent Destiny that well, because people are running around getting one-shot kills as snipers and be able to like 3-tap people, but that isn't what Destiny 2 is going to be like. So it is a little bit strange and confusing, but just wanted to clarify the reason everything does so much damage is literally so the trailer looks cool. Now, I also want to mention that this week is actually the last weekend that Trials of Osiris is going to be going down, the very last time in the history of Destiny. And technically in Destiny 2, if the leaks are correct, it's going to be called Trials of the Nine. So this is going to be the last ever Trials of Osiris run. Obviously, the timing is still going to be the exact same, so Friday it begins and it ends on reset or end of Monday. But in case you ever wanted to just get a flawless or see what the lighthouse looks like, if for some reason you haven't tried, then this will be your last chance to do so. And it shouldn't be too sweaty because I know a lot of people are going to be going on to try and get to the lighthouse. Some are just going to be playing for pure nostalgia, but this is the last ever time on Trials this weekend, so it's probably going to be your best chance, one of the best chances in 2017 for sure. So I mentioned a really cool surprise at the end of this video. You guys know I've got a band page, which is my small community to hang out with you guys. And every now and again, the people from band give me stuff to give away to you guys. So this time around, they're going to be giving one of you guys a Destiny 2 PS4 Pro bundle, so a 1TB PlayStation 4 Pro that comes with a copy of Destiny 2, of course, the season pass for expansions and all the other digital content. So to enter this giveaway is really simple. You need to head on over to my band page, which is linked at the top of the description. You need to join and become a member of my band if you haven't already. So sign up and make an account if you don't have one, and then join my band. Like that giveaway post that I've made by hitting the shout button, and finally leave a comment on that post with what you're most excited for with Destiny 2 as a whole. It could be anything, new exotics, the raid, Crucible, one thing you're most excited for. But yeah, 3 simple things: join the band, shout on the post, and leave a comment on that exact post with what you're most excited for with Destiny 2. The winner is going to be announced towards the end of August, so you've got plenty of time. And while you're over there, hopefully you enjoy it. I always see hundreds of people that have made clans together and play regularly. And if you want to find people to play that last Trials of Osiris, for example, then you can post in the LFG chat rooms on the right of the page on your platform. And there are always people willing to do trials or raids or just chat about Destiny and news that's going on. But yeah, the link to my band page is down in the description. As always, if you enjoyed this video, a like rating would be much appreciated. And I'll see you guys in the next one.